Hello YouTubists, Rich from PCGamesN here, and it's Friday, the 10th of November 2017, which means it's Thursday. Zer has arrived in Destiny 2. He's on Nessus, in the Watcher's Grave area, as ever, so let's mark his location, and travel to the Watcher's Grave landing zone. He's standing in a tree right here. Nice short ride from the Watcher's Grave landing zone. It's not the best week, I'll be honest. Unless you're a Warlock and for some reason you didn't take Ive Another World during the campaign. Let's take a look at his stock. His weapon is the Prospector, which is an exotic grenade launcher. Hunters get Faux Tracer. Titans get an insurmountable skull fort. And Warlocks, as I say, get Eye of Another World. We'll take a closer look at all of these now. The Prospector, an exotic grenade launcher. Unique perks enable automatic fire, fully automatic fire, and will detonate all live grenades when you release the trigger. So this means that you can either tap the left mouse button to fire them conventionally, or you can hold it down to spam grenades, which will then all explode at once when you release the button. It's a little bit different, like an exotic should be, but we're not really sure why this is a good thing. The Prospector doesn't have the best blast radius, and grenade launchers in general are lame enough that it's hard to make them do work for you, even when you know exactly when and where their bombs are going to go off, let alone being asked to anticipate these explosions. It's better than fighting Lion, I guess, but that's not really saying all that much. So this is a pass, unless you're swimming in shards. It simply isn't very good. And the same, unfortunately, can probably be said of Faux Tracer. This is an underwhelming hunter helmet that will mark targeted enemies and deal more damage to low health marked enemies. So basically, it'll help you finish off adds that are already weakened. I guess this is handy to rapidly bring down tier 2 mobs like Centurions and Captains, but this is something that you should be capable of anyway, and are. So you want your exotic to either give you extra utility or to help you out with the real challenges, bosses, PvP, orb generation, that kind of thing. This doesn't really do any of that, so I'd say it's a hard meh. Unlucky for hunters. An insurmountable skull fort, better known as the Daft punk helmet, makes a welcome return from the original Destiny, albeit in altered form. It used to grant a second melee charge across all your subclasses. Now it only means that arc melee attacks, so striker melees that score a kill, will regenerate health and restore melee energy. This effectively gives you a free heal This effectively gives you a free heal with a charged melee, which is obviously very helpful in PvE and even in the Crucible. Just ask a Devour Voidlock what it feels like to be able to heal at a moment's notice. So this is worth considering for strikers, certainly, but it's a little bit more limited than it used to be in that it no longer affects all subclasses. Ive Another World is probably the best thing this week. This is a Warlock helm that highlights priority targets, meaning weak enemies in PvE, and Guardians with charged supers in PvP, but more importantly, it improves the regeneration speed of your grenade, melee, and rift abilities. Community testing has shown that the cooldown reduction is 10%. That's the same as a legendary armor mod in each case. So that's 3 cooldown reductions from just one helmet, which can itself take a mod. Hence, Ive Another World is one of the most helpful armor pieces around if you're looking to build for fast ability recharging. Pick this one up if you missed it in the story. As a bonus, it also looks pretty badass, as you can see. So that's a brief roundup of Zer's wares. Remember that all of these will scale with your own power level, but they will cap at 270, which is the recommended level for the raid. Prospector costs 29 legendary shards, all armor pieces cost 23. And that'll do it. Let us know what you thought of Zer's inventory. Let us know what you're picking up this week, if anything. And have a great weekend. Thanks very much for watching.